6 channel. It's a pleasure having you this time, and today we are going to look at database programming with user interface designs in VB.NET. So mainly we are looking at a secure database. We use hashing function in our front end to make sure that our passwords are encrypted, in that even me the developer or you the developer cannot interpret user passwords. And we want to make this system so secure to the extent that even if any person logs in, we are able to know. When they try brute force, we can still know that someone tried to guess passwords but was not successful. Let us go to MySQL server and we see our database. So we can now I put my passwords. Yeah, I can ignore. Then this is student results database. So the purpose of this database is to make a fully functional academic information management system. As you can see, it has audit logs. Like if you enroll a student, this student, you will, or anyone with the rights in management will know that there is, say, someone called Tusimeshem who enrolled a student registration number, and on such a date, and the IP address of your machine will be there. And the course, which is the subject ID, will also be recorded. We have login logs. For example, if you try to brute force, it will tell me that so and so tried to log in multiple times, but at a certain point he was successful or was not successful. Like you see this one, priest tried to log in and failed very many times. Now it tells you how many people, at how many times your system people have tried to access it. Now, this is a very good system. It's huge. We have programs. As you can see, these are programs. So faculties, it is really atomic. There is full normalization of this database. We have users, we have roles, like an administrator. Someone can be an administrator, like maybe a registrar or staff. However, there are permissions. We choose, is he allowed to print? Is he allowed to view? Is he allowed to delete? So all that. We may all be staff, but I may be staff with the rights to view, edit, and delete. Let us go to Visual Studio. Since we are done, I have done the user interface, so I'm developing this user interface using Visual Studio 2010. Visual Studio 2010 is classic. Mostly it's better you use Visual Studio 2022. Me, I use Visual Studio 2010 because I have used it for a long time and most of my projects are developed from there, and I haven't found any problem, especially when it comes to VB.NET with this Visual Studio 2010. However, there are a lot of changes and new changes that are very important that come with the new versions. I therefore recommend, if your computer has capacity and you haven't done a lot of projects that needs maintenance in Visual Studio 2010, then you better upgrade. So this system is developed on object-oriented foundation. So if you don't use object-oriented style, sometimes you end up doing spaghetti codes. And the spaghetti codes are very hard to maintain because you find something you should have done once and you're repeating it several times. In the case of any problem, you are not able to know where the problem is coming from. But now you say have a database connection module. And this database connection module, when I check, it is here and it is done. Every time I just call this connection and it works. In case of anything, I just edit it. Now I also have another module that edits, that encrypts the password. I call it wherever, anything I want to encrypt. If it is a Visa card code, I have to encrypt it. If I need like pins, I can encrypt using this. I also have a network utils module which I use to track the IP address of the machine logging into the machine, into the system. Now, again, yeah, mainly those are the modules that I have, or you may call them classes. Even I have the one that tracks the logged in user. That's why I'm able to find out, for example, who enrolled who. Like here under table enrollments, I can try and find out who enrolled, who not yet. No one has yet enrolled. So let me try to debug and we enroll someone. So I am debugging. As you know, debugging is the process of finding errors and fixing them, debugging. So let me log in as Shem, then I put my password. When I log in, it is still checking. If I'm successful, it will tell me, welcome to Sime Shem. And one mean has something to do with the roles. So it brings the interface for enrollment. Now here the course units load based on the course I have chosen. For example, I choose information technology and I choose these people who entered like May 2023 intake, then year 2023, of course year one semester one. But because there is only introduction to information technology, but if I choose year two and I load introduction to information technology, there is nothing because I haven't entered those course units. However, when I go back at year one semester one, it will tell me that there is this course unit. Now from here I can batch enroll, but let me try to batch enroll before putting the academic year. When it's like please enter valid academic year, for example 2023 stroke 2024. Okay, yeah, now I put 2023 stroke 2024. Yes. Now a batch enroll tells me no, select at least one subject. Okay, I have to tick one of these subjects. So when I tick, yeah, now I can say batch enroll and it shows me that one student found and it gives me the list of students that are found. Then I press OK, tells me one enrollment done. So now you see what this module I was talking about, the logged in user, what it is doing. This is a logged in user module that keeps tracking. When we go back and find out enrollment, it tells me this student has enrolled for that course unit. Okay, but now I want to see as an administrator who really logged in. It will show me in the case of any problem, it will show me at that time Shem logged in and actually is still logged in, is not yet out. Now again I go to audit logs and I find out it will still tell me that there was enrollment and it was done by Tsime Shem, and it tells me the date. Yeah, it is 15th and it shows me that Tsime Shem has batch enrolled students. If there are very many, all of them will be there. Batch enrollment simply means that you can enroll very many students at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have any question, just let me know. For example, this system has permissions. Let me